Hey everybody, welcome. It's Timmy here. It's Monday and I am super ready. Sorry. Tired and crazy because it's been crazy, crazy world we're in. But I am ready to come and just relax, slow down a bit, and give away some goodies and also share a new project with you. So, if you're just coming on in, be sure to say hi. If this is your first time watching me, I'd love it if you'd let me know. Tell me where you're checking in from. One of the great things that I enjoy so much about doing these projects is figuring out where all of you are from. So I love that we can get reach from people all across the U.S. watching. So I'd love to hear from you and where you're at. And before we get started and dive into our project for this evening, I'm just going to take a quick minute, make sure everything is working. I've definitely noticed that things are a little crazy these days on Facebook, and sometimes lives get interrupted or stop midway through. So let's hope that doesn't happen with us today. And as I said, if you're here, be sure to come on in, say hi, let me know you're watching. And if you're watching this on the replay, welcome to you as well. We have some awesomeness coming to you, and I can't wait to share another good craft idea. And of course, announce our winners for the week. Because last night when I went live, I totally spaced to pull my weekly giveaway winner. We talked about it, and then, I don't know, I got sidetracked, I guess, and excited that we finished our project and forgot. So I have two prize winners to pull tonight. The first one, let me show you here, is for our little polka dot bunny that we made. Those were for all the folks who helped spread the chalk love last week, and their name got put into the honey bucket. And here's our honey bucket. This is one of the projects that we made, and I filled it up here with entries from those that shared the chalk love. And I'm super excited to pull our winner. And without looking here, all right, excellent. Look at that. Oops, can you see it? There's Debbie Parent. So Debbie, you are the winner of this cute little bunny. So I'll be sure to drop that off to you, or maybe we'll see each other soon as this snow goes away, and we'll make sure that you get this in your hands so you can use it for your decorating for Easter. Thanks, Easter Bunny. Bok bok. I know, I love that commercial. Does anybody else like a Cadbury eggs? You know, those like goofy ones? I love the minis. Those mini eggs that have the hard shell and the yummy chocolate inside. I haven't had any yet this season, but it is one of my favorite Easter candy treats. I see Amanda is here. Hey, Amanda. Welcome. I know it's been a tough week for you. Thanks so much for coming on in and watching. We have our first winner, so we have Debbie. And then our second winner, here we go, guys, is for the project we did yesterday. As I promised, this was going to be a giveaway, and I'm really kind of excited about how well it came out. I really love this, and I'm really excited to give it away to one of you. Thank you. You know, you really helped to grow my page and my reach, and I really do appreciate that. Every time you share and spread the chalk love by sharing my videos to your peeps, it helps spread the word, and I want to pay you back and say thank you. And one of the ways I do that is by these weekly giveaways. So this is the giveaway that we did for yesterday. It's kind of an extra special one because my group likes have been increasing, and this time I put these in my little truck. And here we go. We are pulling the winner. Oh, I got two. They're stuck together. I wonder if it's the same person. And this farmhouse, is going to Candy. Candy Florman. This one is for you. So I'm super excited. Excellent. So I will make sure, if you're watching, feel free to message me that you got the note that you are our winner, and I'll make sure that this gets out to you ASAP. So now that we have pulled our winner, I am going to empty our truck here in our honey bucket, and we're going to start all over again. So if you're watching, whether it's live or on the replay, and you want to get entered into this week's drawing for our free giveaway, just share or spread any of the chalk love from my page to yours, and that will get you entered. So I'm going to put those over in the honey bucket for now, and we're going to dive into our next project tonight. So tonight I have this surface that actually I found at a home goods store on clearance. It was in the clearance section. There were 2 of them, and they were like under $5. And I really liked the surface, but they had a saying on them that I didn't really want. So what I did was I sanded this down, and I just gave it a little whitewash with some chalk paint. So you can use acrylic paint if you've got it. You can water down our chalk paste and use that. But I just figured, you know what, I'm just going to cover up some of the words, sand it off, and have a new palette. And one of the designs that we have that I did on a frame not too long ago is a heart wreath. And I just thought it would be beautiful on here. Hey, Cheryl! I just saw the cutest Instagram. Was that your dog that was running around in the backyard going crazy chasing that ball? If it was super cute. I was watching that today. It totally gave me a big smile. I gotta say, you know what? Today, with things being as crazy as they are, anywhere we can get like some big smiles, it's a good thing, right? So let's make sure you can all see me here. I'm gonna do my little picture-in-picture view, maybe, if I can get it right here. Let's say doop, doop. Maybe. I'm not doing very well here. Okay, there we go. And there, and then there. There I am. Get my arm out of the way, and now we can see each other. All right, so here I am. So we have this cute little wood surface, and oh, he's so cute. Is that a corgi? He looks like a corgi in the picture. My son so much wants a corgi. Every time we talk about getting a new dog, and don't tell my Zoe that we're getting a new dog. She wouldn't like it. She's outside my door. I think she just heard me. She looked at me with that funny evil eye. One of the top choices on the list is a corgi, and if it's not a corgi, then it's a lab. So those are the 2 choices. So this is the heart wreath, and I actually am just using our fuzzing cloth here, as you know, to kind of fuzz the back of this because it's got an adhesive. We want to make sure that it pulls up nice without stretching my transfer. And look, doesn't it look like it was just made perfectly for this box? It fits right on here. And I think I might have shared with you before that my daughter is getting ready to, oh wow, I'm very sad, but happy for her. But she's asked if I would make a few things for her new place, and I thought she'd really like this one. So we're going to put on this heart wreath, and then we're going to use this part of the transfer, the love is home, it's going to go right in the middle. So that's my plan. Hey, Barbara. Oh, so nice to have you here. Welcome. So good to see you. I miss you all so much, and it's so nice to be able to at least connect here every night and do a project together. I hope that you're finding them inspirational. Hey, Joanna. Hey, now you are a friend of Candy Florman's. Are you a Prospect girl too? Is that how you know Candy? Candy was just the winner of our giveaway this week. I don't think she knows it yet, but I can't wait to tell her. If you chat with her, say hi. But I'm glad you're here and you're getting to see how we work with Chalk Couture and these awesome silkscreen transfers. I'm just getting a few stir sticks out of my bag here. I'm going to grab a couple of squeegees so we have the tools we need. And I'm going to grab my multi-tool too because I'm not sure what my game plan is here. I got to be honest, I'm not exactly sure. But I found a few colors here that I was really excited about. Oh, I know, Barbara. It's so hard not being able to see people. I so miss my classes and seeing you and chalking together with you. Oh, okay, Joanna. So you work with candy. That's good to know. Yeah, spring day, Sandra. It is not a spring day. Oh my goodness, what is going on in Connecticut? If you guys are not from Connecticut, I think everybody on right now is from Connecticut. You'll know. Today it snowed here. I was so set for spring. And you see me? I'm wearing a sweatshirt. What is with the sweatshirt time? I mean, just the other day, I think I was wearing short sleeves or sleeveless dress and walking around in sandals. I don't know what happened here. All right. It'll be gone in a few days. I know, because that's always what happens. I shouldn't be all that surprised, honestly, because my kid's birthday is coming up. Matter of fact, it's Wednesday of this week. And every year it snows on their birthday week, always. So again, shouldn't be surprised, but I just can't believe it came today. And I'm looking out the window and everything's all white. I hope for the very best that it goes away soon, because I'm ready for it to go bye-bye. Sandra has been in too long. Where has she been? Where has she been? In the crazy bin? No, she has not been in the crazy bin. All right, so I'm opening up a few colors here because I haven't really quite made up my mind. I've got Storm here. I have got Pesto. I've got Eucalyptus. And then this just came in the mail, so of course, you know, I got to try it out. This is one of our En Vogue colors. It's Wisteria. And come on, doesn't Wisteria just sound perfect and springy? And I just thought it would look really pretty with this gray and maybe even one of the greens. I'm not sure I'm going to use all these colors. Maybe it can help me decide, because I always like to get some input around that. Now, when it's a brand new chalk paste container, you'll see that it does have that seal. So you just want to take that seal off, obviously, before you start. And then always give your chalk paste a really good stir before you use it for the first time. And then anytime thereafter that you open it, make sure you just give it a really good stir. Now, this is a beautiful, creamy consistency. It is gorgeous and totally ready to use. If you've opened one that has maybe a little less chalk paste in it, you've used it before and it's starting to get a little dry, all you need to do is add a little spritz of water and thin it out before you use it. So I know, Barbara, she did say it was a delightful spring day. Well, it was delightful and it is spring, just the weather wasn't really perfect. I guess if you like snow. My friend Mary posted how much she liked this day. All right, so Cheryl, I see we've got a vote for eucalyptus. So do you think we should use the eucalyptus for our leaves and some of the wisteria for the flowers? And then maybe a little green. We could put in a little green. We could kind of blend the colors. Joanna, they're actually pretty quick. You can order directly from my online shop, and they usually ship within 1 to 2 days. So definitely you should have them in your hand 3 to 5 days is what we've been running lately. So they're pretty quick. And if you need the link to my shop, just let me know. I'll be happy to send that to you. And pretty much everything that you see that we're working with today, including the transfers, the pastes, and the tools, are all available on my shop. The only thing that we're working on today that didn't come through my shop was, as I said, this wood box that I found at a local home store that I was looking to beef up. So, you know, the other thing I have here at my desk is this great little container here. Also bought it at the same time, which I totally think should be chalk. Don't you think we should chalk this? And it just reminds me of these color choices. It's kind of my inspiration, I think, for what I'm doing here tonight. So I think we'll definitely try some eucalyptus, and I think we'll leave some of the flowers for purple, and I think we will do The Love Is Home here in the middle. Oh, good. I'm glad you got yours really quick. Awesome. Yes. So, Cheryl, when I ship stuff directly from my house, I definitely notice things come pretty quick. We have definitely beefed up also our shipping time directly from our store as well. And that's in part because we just started being able to ship things from Atlanta and instead of Salt Lake City. So the time is much faster, which is really awesome. So I think I'm going to start with the purple and work on the flowers here. And since we're going to be talking and chatting, we're going to use what I call the chalk and pull method, which I know every time I say it, it sounds kind of like, you know, I'm talking about something else entirely. But what this will do is allow me to be able to work at little areas at a time and pull up the transfer so that the paste doesn't dry on the transfer. And I love using the multi-tool for this because it makes me have a little bit more control over the area that I'm chalking. Now we don't want to let it sit on the transfer too long, because if we do, then instead of the paste drying on our surface, it's going to dry on our screen instead. So I'm just going to take this and pull it back on the areas that I just chalked, and that's okay. Don't worry about that because we're going to lay it right back down and then go and do the other areas when we're ready. So not going to hurt it at all. So all I did was just make sure that that paste wasn't drying on the screen. So this multi-tool definitely makes easy work out of little spaces. So just dab a little in and then spread it out. So it is a squeegee, so you kind of want to work it like spreading it and take off any excess. You don't need a whole lot. As a matter of fact, when you squeegee off most of the excess, then you're making sure that you're going to get a nice clean design left. So that's always the big key. The green is nice. So Cheryl, did you start working on your little mini yet, or did you just get it in the mail? And do you find that you have more time on your hands right now, or are you still at work? As most of you know, I work for a software company, and I have the great benefit of being able to work from my home. And we are definitely still working. We serve nonprofits, so they've been having a really hard time of it as of late, but our service is still available and open to them, and we provide support for that. So I definitely am still working. All right, there we go. So we've got the little green, now we've got the little purple. That wisteria is really pretty, and we haven't had this purple in a while. We had a lilac color a few seasons ago, and it went bye-bye, and now it's back. So that's exciting. I think I might want that multi-tool again, so I'm just going to grab a wipe here. Is everybody loading up on Netflix? Anybody got any good tips on something I should be watching? When I'm not chalking and I'm not working, I definitely want something to distract myself other than watching the news. I spent just a few minutes after dinner watching the news with my husband and was finding myself definitely feeling the weight of the world. And so I said, okay, it's time to come up and do a project and get to chat with some of my peeps. So I'm so glad you're here for me to chat with. You haven't started yet, huh, Cheryl? You're not working. Yeah, teacher, you definitely. Now, do you have to do some remote work with them, or is that not something you have to worry about? So I think I'm going to use this eucalyptus here. These flowers remind me of kind of a eucalyptus-y look, so I'm going to go with that for these big ones. And then we'll decide if we want to do all the rest or use a different green. We'll have to decide. Anybody have little ones home that they have to teach to while they're also home? Yeah, lots of movies. Yeah, definitely lots of schools are closed, right? Since you work with Candy, you guys are both off for a little while, huh? I think the governor in Connecticut here just said that it will be until middle of April at the earliest before students go back. So I guess it's a good time as any to do some crafting. Why not, right? Especially if it's relaxing and it makes you feel good. That's kind of my philosophy. And here we go. So you can see those two colors together, coming together here. And then same thing, just going to pull it up here just so it doesn't dry on us while we're not ready. And then what do you think? Should we keep going with this same color, green? Or should we add in maybe some of this gray? I'm kind of thinking the gray might be kind of nice, actually, instead of that brighter green. It will kind of remind me a little bit of that eucalyptus look. So let's try that. And then maybe we'll use that purple in the middle for our saying. Let's give that a try, see how it looks. In North Carolina till May 15th. So are you even going back to school? May 15th, wow. I have kind of predicted that I don't see Connecticut schools going back at all this year. Normally, when do you go? Is it till middle of June in North Carolina, Cheryl? Wow, that is a long time. Gray. All right, cool. Well, you were right on, Sue Angie. Thank you. That's where I was headed. I hope this is going to work. I think it's going to look nice. And so as we're doing each color, we're just kind of pulling up the areas that we've chalked just so that it won't dry on our screen. So there we go. This one got a little bleed through, but that's all right. No one will know that but you and me. One of the things that I find, especially when I'm working with wood, and I'll even do this on chalkboards too, by the way, is if I got a little bleed through area, if I've waxed it beforehand, sometimes I can use a little Q-tip and fix it, or sometimes I'll just take a little bit of sandpaper and give the chalked area a little sanding, and then it makes it look a little bit more rustic, which I kind of like that rustic look, so that works for me. So, you know, don't ever worry about it not being perfect. In some ways, you really don't want it to be perfect because it's not supposed to be. This is chalk, and you want it to really look kind of more on the rustic-y side, especially when you're working on chalkboard, but definitely why not with wood too. So there we go. And Sue, thank you so much for helping spread the chalk love. I know you are one of the people who helped and is continuing to help my page grow. Here we go. Look at those colors together. What do you think, guys? I have a little water bath over here, so I'm just going to plop that in the water bath. So we've got this pretty, I could just see this, you know, be pretty for a wedding or a shower. Cute little place for table numbers and stuff like that. I know we don't have too many weddings right now, we've given everything that's going on, but I think that's kind of cute, huh? I know, Dawn, I am worried about the seniors. It is tough. One of my friends, Debbie, works very closely every day at the senior center, and I was just asking her how everyone was doing there. It must be so hard and isolating. I know my mother-in-law is definitely having a hard time. She doesn't go out that much as it is, but now that she's forced and can't go out, I think it's even harder. So I think that sense of isolation is so tough. So if you have a loved one, I'm sure you guys are all really great at this, but if you have a loved one who is home alone, don't forget about them. Call and check in on them, right? Make sure they're okay. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I'm glad you liked it. So we're going to add in the words here in the middle, and I'm just kind of cleaning up a little bit because I want to give this just a minute or two to dry so that when I go to put the second section here I overlap some of these areas that we just finished, I don't mistakenly pull up my design. Joanna, so I do workshops in people's homes, either in my own or at home. So we'll actually pick a project and do a project together. Right now, given the fact that, we're really not doing things at people's homes, I can offer a virtual workshop as well. So we can pick a project and we can go online in a private event and we can actually do the project together. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in or want to learn more about, let me know. So I think this is pretty dry. It is, so it's not coming off on my hands, so that is good. So I'm just going to grab my fuzzing cloth here one more time. And I'm just going to grab this Love is Home. Now when I use this transfer on my little mini tags, this was kind of cool in two different colors. So I had Love is one color and Is Home in another. Do you think we should try that? Candy, you won! Did you hear? You were the winner of our Welcome to Our Farmhouse from last night. So I'm going to pop that into the mail for you shortly. I'm so glad. Yay, you won! Yay! I'm glad you're here so I could tell you. So we have, I'm trying to decide. I think we will. Let's try it. Let's do Love in the purple and Is Home in this eucalyptus. What do you think? All right, so I'm so excited. I know, it definitely. Oh, yeah, cool, Joanna. We could definitely do that. We have a really fun vintage truck, which Candy probably could tell you about as well. We've been doing that with our group of the Prospect Ladies, and that might be kind of fun, especially for a race track group. So we've got this beautiful new Wisteria. There we go. And you can see it just doesn't need a whole lot, which is kind of cool. And then could use whatever tool we have here, but there we go. So what do you think? You think Kaylee will like this for her new little apartment? It'd be a great little piece to put on the table or on the wall, hanging in her bedroom maybe. What do you think? How is that? So here we go, I got a close-up. And that was it. So easy. And really what's cool is that you can use these transfers pretty much anywhere. So I'm always on the lookout for some fun new surfaces that I can try out my chalk on or dress up something I already have. So like I mentioned, this would be super cute here. These together, don't they look really cute? Could put the other saying that came with this transfer set on this one, and we'll have a mix and match, and they'll look like they were meant to go together. Isn't that perfect? Aw, thanks, Sue. I hope so. I know you have already been through the daughter has moved out, got married, now she has a beautiful baby, and you have a grandson. We're not quite ready for all of that yet at my house, but definitely the whole thing about her moving out is kind of strange. I don't know if I'm ready for it all. But anyway, my friends, it was great to see you. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to go dark there. It was great to have you here tonight. I hope you all have a really, really wonderful night. If there's anything I can do for you or any questions that you have about using Chalk Couture products, or you have a project or an area in your home that you're looking for some ideas about how to decorate, just let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, probably around this same time. So if you like what you see, please feel free to go ahead and share this video for a chance to win a project on our giveaway for next Sunday night. All right, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye. Thank you, Dawn.